There's, like I said, nothing preventing him from opening this house there.
They are the ones who are going to reoffend. And I don't want that to happen to myself, to my children, to my grandchildren, to any of the people in this neighborhood.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6.
Sexual offenders move in just minutes away from an elementary school. The uproar in Kennewick as neighbors blast the decision.
Also ahead, Sunnyside welcoming new city council leadership as Vicky Frosto becomes mayor. How the decision brought moments of emotion to the family.
Also, Yakima fire crews respond to a house fire in the Englewood Hill area. How the rapid response kept the fire contained.
And from the Kittitas Valley to the Columbia Basin, we've got fog, air stagnation advisory in place, and cooler temperatures. All the details coming up. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Wendy Redmond.
Hi, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. It is Tuesday, the 13th.
Well, first at 6, a controversial group home for registered sex offenders is set to open in Kennewick. It is igniting anger, fear, and calls for change at the state level.
Tonight, neighbors say they were blindsided, lawmakers say the law is broken, and police say their hands are tied. A quiet Kennewick neighborhood is now at the center of a growing controversy. A less restrictive alternative facility, a group home for level 3 registered sex offenders along with designated sexually violent predators, is scheduled to open here at 5304 West 8th Avenue.
I live at the end of Harrison Street, just around the corner from this house.
Edison Elementary is 0.5 miles away, just a 2-minute drive or 10-minute walk. Legacy High School is 0.6 miles away. Closer still, a church.
By law, you can't have a bus stop, you can't have schools, daycares within 500 feet of the residence.
Should parents of those children that walk down Edison be worried?
I think anytime a risk to public safety is injected into the community, there should be concern. That is why we're heavily involved in this from the onset. We want to have a partnership with Joe. Instead of putting up a wall, how do we ensure there's good communication?
Neighbors say they received no warning up until now and fear what this could mean for their families.
I was just astonished. I've lived here over 20 years now. I've raised my family in this neighborhood. There are children living literally next door to this house, across the street, and every house down this street has either children or grandchildren every day of the week here. There is a school right around the corner. Edison Elementary, I cannot believe, is right around the corner, and they think that this is okay.
They are the worst of the worst, and they think putting them in the center of a residential neighborhood near schools, near churches, okay, that's a great idea. The worst people who are most likely to recommit are going to be placed right in the center of town. I think they need, an elsewhere spot like outskirts of town. I think that's great for them.
We don't have a choice.
I spoke one-on-one with Kennewick Police Chief Chris Guerrero, who says while the concerns are understandable, the city has limited authority under state law.
The less restrictive alternative housing for sexually violent predators, this is the first home like this that has opened in Kennewick and, to my knowledge, in Benton County.
District 8 lawmakers agree neighbors were left out and say the law needs to change.
This is something that is out of our control. There is already legislation, there's court rulings that allow this to happen. There is a process that somebody has to go through to be allowed to be released to a less restrictive alternative to McNeil Island.
In a joint statement, Representatives April Connors and Stephanie Barnard and Senator Matt Banky say families have every right to be deeply concerned and that current state law is not working for Washington communities. They are now calling for stronger notification requirements and expanded local authority.
They have to be afforded mental health treatment opportunities. They have to be provided all of the same services, availability for those services. Some people will ask, well, why wasn't this home put in the middle of nowhere, right? They have to be afforded the opportunity to have easy access to those services.
The home will be operated by Joe Field, who has run a similar facility in Walla Walla since 2017. According to police, there have been no reported issues there.
He has had no violations. There's been no concerns. In fact, when we first met, he provided references from the chief of police from the city of Walla Walla. They have not had any problems there.
Field says he is following state law, telling us, quote, if people look up Senate Bill 2163 from 2021, it states if your county sends 5 guys to civil commitment, then you have to take that amount back when they release, end quote.
Most of them have an ankle monitor. If they leave the property, it's monitored 24/7. If they leave that property, Department of Corrections is notified. They cannot leave the property without somebody, an escort, a chaperone with them to all of their appointments. Mr. Field is putting in numerous cameras within the residence that are monitored.
Neighbors I spoke with, though, say that's not enough and aren't backing down.
I believe that we as a community need to come together. We're going to be posting flyers because this is ridiculous.
I would expect, heavy police presence right on this corner right here. How about a little station right next door? How about that?
There is no opening date just yet. A total of 4 or 5 people will live in the home. Now, I will be speaking one-on-one with Joe Field tomorrow at his existing facility in Walla Walla to see how it operates and what safeguards are in place. A town hall meeting is also being planned at a later date so residents can ask questions directly. Wendy?
Some workers at a facility just outside of Pasco were taken to the hospital today after reports of a gas leak. The call for help came in around 3 o'clock. Workers at the former RailX rail hub reported suddenly not feeling well and lightheaded. The building was evacuated. Fire crews were able to find the leak, possibly carbon monoxide, and ventilate the building. Walla Walla County Fire District 5 is at the scene and people are being checked out. Some people were taken to the hospital to get assessed. Today, Yakima fire crews responded to a house fire in the 7300 block of Englewood Hill Place. Fire officials say crews made an aggressive attack and were able to keep the fire contained to the garage. Everyone inside the home was safely evacuated. No reports of anyone hurt. Firefighters did ask people, though, to avoid the area throughout the afternoon. No word yet on what started the fire.
Well, fog is the big weather story tonight
in
some places.
Well, let's find out more with Stacy Lee.
Yeah, guys, kind of a scary photo. This is a live look outside Central Washington camera, Ellensburg Rodeo Grounds. Wow. Yep, visibility already dropping. We're down to 0 miles, so that 1/4 mile or less is in place right now in the Kittitas Valley, and that could be widespread overnight and into the early morning hours. Temperatures there cool in the 40s, lower 40s, and we're in the lower 40s here in the Columbia Basin, but we're going to see those temperatures dropping down below freezing tonight. Now, this ridge of high pressure is holding steady. It's been bringing the warm temperatures. It's going to start to kind of break up a little bit tomorrow, more so on Thursday, and give us clearer conditions. It's been warm over the last couple of days. Check out a record we broke in Pendleton yesterday. The old record of 61 degrees on the 12th of January, 63. That record has been sitting there since 1900. That's 126 years ago. Warm weather. Warm weather also in Walla Walla yesterday, breaking a record there, 67 degrees. The old record was 64 degrees from 1959. So we'll continue to see the warmish weather, but cooling down, and we're going to see that fog really start to pick up and build up through the region by about 11 o'clock tonight. So again, drive safe out there when we have that dense fog. Make sure the low beams are on. Look for cooler temperatures and those dry conditions right into the weekend. We'll talk more weather coming up here in just a little bit. Austin, Wendy.
Alrighty, Stacy. Well, in Sunnyside, change is in the air as the city welcomes new faces and familiar ones to its city council.
Apple Valley News Now's Monique Garcia takes us inside the first city council meeting of the year.
The city of Sunnyside welcomed in new council members this year, including Tom Dolan, Ramon Chavez, and Leticia Cesati. At the first regular city council meeting, Leticia Cesati was officially sworn in.
And that I will faithfully and impartially discharge the duties of the office
on which I am about to enter.
On which I am about to enter. So help me God. Yay.
Also reaffirming her commitment to the community, Councilwoman Vicky Frausto took her oath again to continue serving her council seat.
Frausto,
Being first duly sworn upon oath, dispose and say that I will support the Constitution of the United States,
The spotlight then shifted to the mayoral position within the council. In a unanimous decision, Vicky Frausto was chosen to step into this higher leadership role.
Sir Frausto as mayor of Sunnyside.
Watching the moment unfold was Frausto's mother, Virginia Frausto, who shared her heartfelt reaction. I have translated her interview from Spanish to English.
Pues, que fue una sorpresa.
Well, it was a surprise, and I'm going to support her in every way that I can. I feel very proud of her. Even though I might not often show it, I'm proud of her and everything she's accomplished. That pride was echoed by Frausto's older sister, Nancy Frausto, who described the moment as deeply emotional for the family.
Very excited, very emotional moment there for the Frausto family and for Vicky. So we hope she does amazing job as the mayor of Sunnyside, and we wish her so much luck, and I know she'll do great things, and we're so proud of her.
Stepping into her new role, Mayor Frausto expressed gratitude to her council peers and the community for their trust.
I think there's going to be a lot of discussions that we're going to have throughout the next 4 years, 2 to 4 years, and I fully commit to making sure that there is respect, that there is decorum, and on that same breath, that we hold ourselves accountable.
The council also elected a new deputy mayor with 2 nominations, Councilmember George Galvan and Councilmember Julia Hart. The majority voted for Julia Hart to take on this leadership position.
The ayes have it. Congratulations, Deputy Mayor Hart.
Deputy Mayor Hart thanked her fellow council members for their trust as she embraced her new responsibilities. Reporting in Sunnyside, Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
Stay tuned for a deeper conversation with Mayor Frausto and Deputy Mayor Hart in an upcoming broadcast where we will hear their vision for Sunnyside's future. Wendy?
Also in Sunnyside, the City Council is officially in a hiring freeze, with the exception of certain positions. The City Council passed the resolution for the first quarter of the fiscal year of 2026. There are specific exceptions and authorization to refill existing positions that are currently filled and become vacant during the freeze period. But that isn't the only thing exempt from the hiring freeze.
Following positions are exempt from the hiring freeze and may be filled as deemed necessary by the city manager. That would be the animal control officer is not subject to the hiring freeze. The code enforcement officer is not subject to the hiring freeze.
On March 23rd, the City Council will re-look at the hiring freeze at their council meeting.
Coming up next on Apple Valley News Now live at 6, the FDA moves forward to remove a warning from popular weight loss drugs, why the agency is reversing course.
And Stacey's coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. Is cooler weather on the way? She'll detail it out when we come back.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
From our family at Bruce Heating and Air, New Year's isn't just a day, it's a moment of magic, reflection, and hope. Another year to bring comfort and care to the community we cherish most.
These other guys don't have protein like me. Up to 35 grams in my protein bowls, or try my 2 for $6 Jack Wraps. If I'm saying something that's not true, do something about it. Try my protein bowls and Jack Wraps.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
I think this is my favorite. Okay. Hon, what do you think of this?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Don't relocate, renovate. Avoid rising interest rates by changing your bathroom, not your home. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
I think developing that relationship with a patient is where you get the trust. And then with the trust is when you can really kind of build on these treatment plans and provide the best care for them so that the outcome is most predictable and that they're the most satisfied. I think my passion kind of more stems from the problem-solving aspect of dentistry. So I really like getting complex patients that need a lot of different needs and kind of figuring out a plan that incorporates like good dentistry to kind of solve their problems. I think I just get that emotional recharge from just kind of spending quality time with family. So my 2 girls and then my wife. So we try and get out of the house and get up in the mountains or go to the beach and just kind of do quality things together. And that's kind of where I get my most recharge from, for sure.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Seeing signs of aging? Before you try drastic measures, try new Olay Regenerist. Now upgraded with triple collagen peptides, Olay targets a root cause of aging, weak cellular bonds, and strengthens them from within. 97% saw visible results. Firmer, lifted, more radiant skin. For dramatic results without drastic measures, there's new Olay Regenerist. Only Olay.
At Good Shepherd, we're your primary care providers from the time your baby is born to caring for loved ones in older age. We're with your family every step of the way. With specialty services like kidney and heart care, urology, orthopedics, and cancer treatment, we provide the care you deserve close to home. And when life takes an unexpected turn, our urgent care team is here for you 7 days a week because your health can't wait. Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Welcome back, everybody. In Olympia today, Governor Ferguson delivered his State of the State address. He emphasized the need for improvements across the state and proposed what he called a historic investment to address the housing crisis.
Governor Ferguson says he wants to make a nearly $245 million supplemental budget investment to protect thousands of affordable housing units across the state. He also wants to make it easier for first-time homebuyers to enter the market and accelerate the process in building a home.
Governor Ferguson took time to discuss what he called horrific challenges the state is facing as federal immigration officers continue to enter the state. He says the videos of ICE officers ripping loved ones away from families must end.
But we cannot ignore the external challenges that create division and cost to our state, our families, and our communities. We need to be direct about what is happening in our country and our state with ICE. It's horrific, it's unjust, and it needs to stop now.
Governor Ferguson says he is also dedicated to making a difference in areas where the state can do better. He says getting back to basics by investing in infrastructure and making the state's tax system fairer are top priorities. He says he wants the legislature to support him in making the largest investment in maintenance and preservation in more than 2 decades throughout the state. We will have a local reaction to this story later in the week.
New at 6 now, 6 puppies in Washington state were rescued from a potentially deadly situation.
Officials in Gold Bar say the animals were found unresponsive due to fentanyl. Madison Wade reports.
You wouldn't know it by looking at these puppies.
You are a feisty one.
That a little more than 24 hours ago, their lives were hanging on by a thread.
All unconscious, not moving at all, not making a peep.
On Sunday in Gold Bar, 2 people started banging on the Station 54 door to help 3 puppies that were unresponsive.
We figured that it was most likely due to some type of overdose.
The firefighters on scene immediately gave the little puppies Narcan nasal spray.
After about 3 3 doses. They all stayed awake and started jumping around and playing and having a good time in the firehouse.
All right, this guy right here, guys. This is Suboxone.
But the rescue is far from over. The sheriff's office responded to the home where the puppies came from and found 3 more needing immediate medical care.
We just had to keep giving them oxygen until that Narcan kicked in.
Sky Valley Fire has Narcan in every medical kit.
So we can either give this as a shot in an IV or this little device will allow us to put it in the nasal passage.
That instinctual knowledge to use Narcan saved these puppies, who are all now in the care of the Everett Animal Shelter. And on Monday, the firefighters paid the puppies a visit.
Oh, it was awesome. They were so happy and playing and jumping around and playing with toys.
An incredible outcome for these small siblings, saved from a scary situation.
That was Madison Wade reporting. The Everett Animal Shelter says it is focused on the dog's health and will let the public know when they will be able to be placed up for adoption. And health news tonight, the FDA wants suicide warnings to be taken off some popular weight loss medications. The affected products include Zepbound and Wegovy and Sazenta. The request follows an FDA review that found no increased risk of suicidal thoughts or behavior with the use of the GLP-1 medications. GLP-1 drugs were first approved to treat type 2 diabetes, but they have gained in popularity since being approved for obesity in recent years.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And happy Tuesday night. We made it through that Monday. It's been a fairly nice day in the Yakima Valley today. Bi-Mart Skycam taking a peek down into the Atanum Ridge. Still looking good. We're not seeing any fog developing there so far tonight. Visibility at 10 miles, and our temperature at 42 degrees. So looking pretty good in Yakima. Temperatures around the area, we are on the warm side. Take a look at this hour at White Pass. That's up around 4,500 feet. 41 degrees. That's very, very warm for the month of January. So all warm temperatures around. Now there is a big inversion going on, and what that means is it's going to hold down contaminants and fog and those sort of things in our region. But you can see where there is no air quality advisory along our mountains because they're high enough and they're sitting up out of the inversion, getting lots of sunshine. In the meantime, we have a chance of trapping pollutants in our atmosphere. So we want to be very careful out there with burning any kind of burning devices in your home or outdoor burning. We're also going to be careful tomorrow. Visibility down to a quarter mile or less. We're already seeing that tonight in Ellensburg. And again, that could be hanging around till about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Temperatures are also gradually sliding down, even though that ridge of high pressure sits on top of us. 5 to 10 degrees cooler on your Wednesday. However, that warm air is still sticking around, especially up in the Cascade Mountains. We've been seeing above average, and I don't know if we've broke any records there, but it's very, very warm. Look at our daytime highs for tomorrow. White Pass, Snoqualmie Pass, and Stevens Pass, all in the 40s. Snoqualmie Pass, nearly 50 degrees. So all the snow that happened last week is melting away. We don't need that right now. And look at the sunshine, again, above the inversion layer. Now, when we get down into the Kittitas Valley, lower elevation, we do see the fog and temperatures pretty close to the same, even though it's in a lower elevation. Get into the Yakima Valley, we see temperatures about 50 degrees or just below it with no chances of rain, and you could see a few sun breaks there. However, the fog will be settling into the Columbia Basin with temperatures in the 40s, a little bit cooler as the sun's not getting through. Less chances of fog tomorrow along the foothills, but look at our temperatures once again in the 50s. And then when you get into the mountains of the Blues, they're above the inversion layer once again, and temperatures very, very warm in those upper elevations. So that's melting off our snowpack that we just received. So we need to get some more of that. None of that in the forecast, unfortunately. Temperatures around the area overnight in the 30s, right around the freezing level. Some of us staying just above it, but expect that. Now, fog in the forecast for the Tri-Cities, Columbia Basin area. the next few days, all the way through Saturday. Temperatures cooling into the 30s, getting closer to the average. And Yakima is looking pretty mild there overall for the month of January so far, right into MLK weekend. Looks pretty decent in Ellensburg without the fog, though. However, that's going to be through Friday, but things will start to look better as that ridge breaks up by Friday. In Walla Walla, we see a few foggy days coming as well. You should be okay tomorrow, but there could be a couple of pockets between Tri-Cities and Walla Walla overnight into the morning hours. And Hermiston also looking foggy as well. Very foggy.
Yeah, a lot of fogs on the map.
Lots of fog.
Lots
so
of fog.
Again, turn those low beams on. Make sure you turn your lights on and slow it down.
All right, will do. Coming up, when the heat gets too high, even wildlife look for relief. We'll tell you about an unexpected theme park swimmer really making a splash.
Welcome to KVH Orthopedics, now in our newly renovated space that's modern and welcoming, with appointments available when you need them. Our state-of-the-art facility and advanced technology provide expert diagnostic and surgical care. Our team is with you every step of the way, helping you get back to the life you love. Experience the next level of orthopedic care at KVH. Schedule your appointment today. Kittitas Valley Healthcare, your home for health.
We're cooking up something special. Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously. A collection of signature products you won't find anywhere else. Meticulously prepared with only the freshest ingredients and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
February is American Heart Month. Join us in going red for women Friday, February 6th at Desert Wind Winery in Prosser for a heart-healthy luncheon with guest speaker, Prosser Memorial Health cardiologist, Dr. Karan Vati. Tickets are just $50 each and available online now at prosserhealth.foundation. Event proceeds benefit the Prosser Memorial Health Foundation Women's Health Fund. This is how we give.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. The best network just got bigger. And we're combining it with the local service you know and trust. Join now and save up to 20% versus Verizon.
When looking at your meal, you must always make sure there's enough sauce for every single bite.
Share and share alike with the 20-piece Chicken McNuggets for only $6.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
The outdoors come indoors at the 32nd Annual Tri-City Sportsman Show, January 23rd, 24th, and 25th at the Hapo Center in Pasco. See the live reptiles at the Brad's World Reptile Exhibit. Check out the hourly hunting and fishing seminars. Kids can fish at Lunker Lake. See the trophies of the Northwest Big Game Display. 2 buildings full of exhibitors, boats, RVs, pickups, ATVs, and more. It's the Tri-City Sportsman Show, January 23rd through 25th in Pasco. Don't miss it.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE.
All right, time to check this out. It turns out some baby kangaroos enjoy pool time to beat the heat. This Joey recently snuck into the water at an Australian theme park. There he goes, Austin.
Aw, the facility outside Melbourne wasn't open at the time. The Joey swam briefly before jumping out and leaving.
Well, staff made sure the pool was clean before human guests used it again. Man, he had the pool to himself, though.
He's enjoying
living the life.
Time of his life. Still ahead in our 6:30 half hour, Microsoft is offering to help consumers facing rising energy bills caused by its data centers. What the tech giant is pledging, that story and more local news when we come on back.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Board-certified orthopedic surgeon and sports medicine specialist Dr. Tegan Goodell is now caring for patients in Prosser and Walla Walla. Dr. Goodell provides advanced care in orthopedic surgery and sports medicine injuries, including surgery of the shoulder, elbow, knee, and ankle. Get back to doing what you love. Call Prosser Orthopedic Center at 509-786-5599 or visit prosserhealth.org. Prosser Memorial Health. This is how we care.
The New Year clearance event is on now at Walker's, where they're launching the new year with big-time savings up to 70% off. Or receive 0% interest financing until 2031 with no down payment and no minimum purchase.
So you can get that new furniture you've been wanting at New Year clearance prices. Going on now at Walker's.
Lifetime Dental is committed to providing the best dental care in the Tri-Cities by treating patients like family, as well as providing a healthy work-life balance for the team. Hear what their doctors have to say.
So I'm a general dentist who focuses on Invisalign, airway dentistry, and early interceptive orthodontics. We have such a diverse group of providers, and they all have their own special subset of skills and area of expertise and things that they really enjoy doing. I mean, we have a really broad variety of skill sets here, and so I think it's really nice to be able to have all that collaboration in-house to be able to treat our patients. I think balance is my biggest accomplishment. I'm a mom of 4 as well, and so that work-life balance I think is my biggest accomplishment. Being able to have a professional career and also balancing that family life, I think to me feels like a pretty big accomplishment.
Lifetime Dental Care, located at Queensgate, voted best dentist in the Tri-Cities 9 times.
Saddle up for frozen fortunes at Legends Casino Hotel. We're turning this winter wonderland into a winning wonderland with cash drawings every Thursday, where you could take home up to $10,000. But hold your horses, because the nights are heating up. On January 29th at 9 p.m., we're giving away a blazing $26,000. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. Don't let your luck freeze over. Break the ice and win big at Legends Casino Hotel, because fun is how we roll.
Jack, when you look back on 75 years...
Oh, I'm not looking back. I'm bringing back my Chicken Supreme. It comes in a combo and munchie meal. This juicy fan favorite starts at just $5.49. Are you writing this down? Get the Chicken Supreme munchie meal with collectible Jibby.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE. A new head coach and a new attitude, but it's still the most exciting game in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my!
Seattle Kraken Hockey.
That's hockey, baby!
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
Next ET, we're with Jenna Bush Hager and Chanel Jones for their new morning show chapter. Plus, on set of Shrinking Season 3, stacked with guest stars.
It's such a dream.
Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on the news at 6:30.
Years of planning leading to a February vote on Walla Walla's park's future. How the Metropolitan Park District could provide funding for major improvements.
Plus, a Pasco nonprofit helping women rebuild their lives expands. How a new coffee shop will further the mission of Grace Collective.
And Stacey Lee's Track and Fog as your news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Great to have you along, everybody. We have made it to Tuesday. Wendy is back.
Hey, glad to be back.
Yep.
Yes.
Cruising through this week of, is this kind of, I guess, the second full week of January now?
You know, once you start a new year, I just think it just takes everybody a long time to adjust to everything, right? January is always a tough one. But hey, did you see that sunset out there tonight?
Oh, beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. I hope we have more coming.
But in some parts of our area, we're dealing with fog. Is that right, Stace?
That's right. We've had fog and very dense fog through the region. Tonight, though, looking pretty good. And we did have a beautiful sunset in the Tri-Cities. Dust level Skycam 43 degrees. The feels like temp is 39 now. Humidity building up, and could actually see some fog developing in our area. We already have it in Ellensburg with visibility down below 1 mile. So temperatures through the area still pretty warm, but we're going to get chilly. That patchy dense fog and air stagnation advisory stays in place all the way through Friday. We'll talk more about that, where it's located. Planning your evening out, you're still looking pretty good, but we see that fog really starting to pick up, especially in the Tri-Cities late tonight. For tomorrow, it's going to be a foggy start to your day. That fog could linger through about the middle of the day. But as you can see, no chances of rain and zippo on the winds as well. Partly to mostly cloudy tonight. That dense fog and air stagnation advisory in place till Friday. Temperatures cool about 5 to 10 degrees tomorrow. And we stay nice and dry through the weekend with cooler temperatures on the way. I'll tell you more coming up. Austin, Wendy.
Thanks, Stacey. Walla Walla voters will soon decide whether to create a new taxing district aimed at expanding and improving parks across the city.
New at 6:30, Apple Valley News Now's William Albert spoke with the director of Walla Walla Parks and Rec to find out what this could mean for locals.
After multiple years of planning by the city of Walla Walla, voters will soon decide whether to create a new taxing district aimed at expanding and improving parks across the city. The proposed Metropolitan Park District would go before voters in February and would create a dedicated funding source to improve, expand, and maintain the city's park system. If approved, the district would be funded through a property tax levy of 75 cents per $1,000 of assessed value, about $25 a month for a $400,000 home, generating an estimated $3.4 million annually. The funding would support roughly 9 major park projects over the next decade. The director of Walla Walla Parks and Recreation says that those proposed improvements were shaped by a citizen-led committee.
About a year ago, we formed a 21-person citizen committee to help look at the over 30 projects that the citizens of the community has told us that they wanted through the various surveys we've done. So they helped us rank those projects.
Coleman says one of the projects gaining the most attention is a seasonal ice rink.
Seasonal ice rink seems to be one everybody's pretty excited about. So that would be, as I said, a seasonal ice rink. So it would operate November through February, be outdoors.
Another potential project includes major improvements to Pioneer Park.
Rehabbing some of the internal multi-use trails there, and also building new multi-use trails so that you don't have to walk in the street to get to the center of the park at Pioneer Park. There'd be a separated pedestrian route.
Coleman says if approved, the funds would be restricted solely to parks and recreation projects.
These funds, if approved by the voters, would be in excess, so in addition to the city's current contributions.
While acknowledging concerns about higher taxes, Coleman says the goal is to provide transparency and value to the community.
That's a challenge that we all face. I don't think anybody wants their taxes raised, but we're trying to provide some value here and transparency too with our approach. It's a citizens committee that helped. They made the recommendation to City Council. This doesn't come directly from staff, so I think that's what we have going for us. Is that it's been vetted out through a committee of people.
Ultimately, Walla Walla voters will decide whether the tax increase is worth it for the proposed park improvements. In Walla Walla, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Coleman says if the district is approved, annual public reports would detail how and where the funds are spent.
In more local news tonight, a Pasco nonprofit that supports women rebuilding their lives is expanding by turning its original downtown space into a coffee shop. Grace Collective has operated out of its 2nd Avenue location for 5 years, providing a safe, structured job training program for women coming out of jail, off the streets, and escaping trafficking and abuse. As demand for services has grown, the nonprofit has outgrown the space. A donor recently stepped in to purchase a second building, debt-free, allowing Grace Collective to move its production and outreach services into the new facility. That move clears the way for the original building to become the Grace Cafe and Coffee Shop, creating additional jobs, training opportunities, and employment for women in the program, while keeping a community-focused presence in downtown Pasco.
It's an incredible gift that we've received to now own 2 buildings debt-free, so we can continue to do this work with women who need it so much.
The new production space is expected to open this spring, with the Grace Cafe launching soon after.
Microsoft is offering an olive branch to some consumers facing rising energy bills. It says it wants to pay electric rates high enough to mitigate the impact of its data centers. The company says it will work with regulators in order to do so. Microsoft also pledges to pitch in for related infrastructure changes. Data centers related to AI are increasing demand on the country's electrical grid.
Amazon plans for its upgraded virtual assistant, Alexa Plus, to do a lot more than just play music. At the annual Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas last week, Amazon executives said they are hoping the new Alexa will have a better memory and remember things about you, like your favorite restaurants, and offer to book you a reservation. Amazon launched Alexa Plus in 2025. Coming up next in Fly the Northwest, we will show you why fresh snow creates the perfect conditions for a unique winter sport.
Yep, no snow around these parts though, Austin. Stacy's coming back with a look at your full First Alert weather forecast. Find out if temperatures will get colder for you and how long this fog will last. Stick around.
First Alert Weather Radar, sponsored by Idaho Central Credit Union.
Sophia has a way of finding the perfect fit. So, when she was searching for a vehicle, she started at FordBlueAdvantage.com, where she found a certified pre-owned SUV from her local Ford dealer. It was inspected, backed by a Ford warranty, and a Carfax report. A vehicle that fit her style and her budget to a T. Because she knows from experience the best finds are the ones that feel made for you. And well, we have to agree with her there. Ford Blue Advantage. Used car buying that's built for you.
Are you one of the millions of Americans who suffer from an upset stomach after a big meal? Try Pepto-Bismol. Unlike some products, Pepto coats and soothes your digestive system to provide fast 5-symptom relief. Stock up on Pepto today.
Just stress sweating through my third set of scrubs. Totally normal, very healthy. I'm sure it's not a sign of emotional unraveling.
You need new Secret Clinical Antiperspirant, STAT. Secret gives 3 times more stress sweat protection.
Thanks. Got a bunch.
Secret, stay fresher under pressure.
I have 2 options for you to take a look at. What do you think?
From design and products to removal and installation, we handle the entire process to create a beautiful and functional bathroom for whatever your life needs. Rebath, with you every step of the way. Fast removal, fast installation. Our remodels take only days, not weeks, so you can love your bathroom sooner. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,000 off your complete bathroom remodel.
When you have a Medicare partner you trust, life gets lighter.
HealthSpring?
You know it. Put a spring in your step. HealthSpring.
These other guys don't have protein like me. Up to 35 grams in my protein bowls, or try my 2 for $6 Jack Wraps. If I'm saying something that's not true, do something about it. Try my protein bowls and Jack Wraps.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
In our house, love comes in little bites.
Mom, you do this every time.
Quality control. Memories are made in the kitchen. Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
All GE appliances are on sale, like this GE fridge, now only $14.99. That's a savings of $1,100. Stop by your local Fred's appliance today and shop the region's largest Get It Today inventory. We sell appliances, only appliances.
When it comes to legal matters, you need someone you can trust. At Morphine Law Firm, we are sincerely grateful for the last 5 years of trust and support you've given our firm. Your trust and support have been a major driving force behind our mission for justice. We offer free consultations, and we may not always tell you what you want to hear, but we try to steer you in the right direction. We appreciate your continued trust and confidence in Morphine Law Firm.
Looking to stay active this winter, you'll want to check out a specialized bicycle that's opening up winter trails.
Yeah, Canfield Mountain offers a challenging workout with incredible mountain scenery. Take a look.
We're out here fat biking on Canfield Mountain.
I got a ton of snow last few days, so I'm gonna go see what we can do. So this is part of its Forest Service property, and it's been a recreational area for forever. Fat biking is basically modified mountain bikes. They're built around really big tires, so that allows you to ride on top of groomed snow or somewhat packed snow. Feels like single track in the summertime, but you're in the middle of winter, cruising down a snowy, beautiful snowy trail. When it gets this deep, sometimes it gets really tough. But it is always fun to be out in the snow. And so certain trails are better for deep snow than others. It's safe to say that it's always a lot of work, but it's fun work. Most bike shops will have 1 or 2 demo bikes or rentals. I know we do a Vertical Earth, and I'm pretty sure all the other bike shops around do. It is a little different skill riding a fat bike. You have to just drop the tire pressure down to the point where you can ride on the snow. It's so beautiful up there. You get up there on top of the mountain and get just the huge vistas, and yeah, it can be really nice.
All right, did you see that wipeout? I think that one would be me. That looks so challenging, but they say fat bike riding is great for all skill levels.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And to my husband, we're not doing that. Just saying. All right, a live look in Ellensburg. It's foggy, and we've been talking about this fog coming in. Is settled into the Kittitas Valley tonight. Visibility, it says 0, but that means it's below a mile. So again, be careful out there. We could see that starting to spread further as you head east. Winds are light at zip, and that air stagnation is sitting there as well, not moving around. Now, temperatures are staying, I feel warm. These look like warm daytime highs in January and not our lows at nearly 7 o'clock tonight. But the temperature is going to start sliding down in the next couple of days. But the visibility and the fog and freezing fog is what we're going to have to worry about overnight tonight through most of our areas. More than likely Tri-Cities, Ellensburg could see that, and even in Hermiston. So it's going to kind of be a hit or miss. It's really hard to predict this. But what we do know is air quality alerts are in place. We have an air stagnation advisory because not much wind around through 7 a.m. on Friday, which could create poor air quality. No outdoor burning. Limit your residential wood burning unless that's your only source of heat. But again, we'll keep an eye on that. Now, those temperatures cooling down 5 to 10 degrees, still on the warm side because we were nearly 20 degrees above average. And it's been particularly warm in the Cascades, up in the mountains, because they're just slightly above that inversion layer. Look at that. Lots of sunshine up there as we'll be socked in fog in some of our areas. And look at these daytime highs in January up in the mountains. That's pretty warm in the 40s, close to 50 degrees. Kittitas Valley also going to be a little socked in with the fog, but temperature staying warm all the way through Menashtash Ridge, and then you get into Sela and the Yakima Valley, temperature staying warm. Now, we could see some sun breaks, but be aware of some pockets of fog in the early morning hours. Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, Hermiston, Boardman, we have a pretty good chance of seeing fog here overnight or in the early morning hours with 0 chance of precip and 0 winds. So that's, again, part of that air stagnation advisory. A little warmer as you get closer to the foothills of the Blues, and then that air kind of lifts behind it, and you get up in the mountains, and you've got like sunshine up there, not getting foggy, and temperatures in the 50s. So a very weird setup here for January so far, but things will start changing towards the end of the week. Overnight lows down in the 30s, 33, 34, 31 in Tri-Cities, 32 for the Yakima area. Here we go. There's that fog lingering right on through Saturday. We should start to see a break, hopefully, into the weekend. Those temperatures cool as that ridge breaks down as we head into MLK weekend. Here's what it looks like in Yakima. Pretty mild weather overall. Enjoy that sunshine. I don't know. Golf. I'm thinking you could golf in those kind of temperatures and those conditions in Yakima. Fog is going to be a problem for Ellensburg and the Kittitas Valley for the next several days, as you can see, but some sunshine headed your way just in time for the weekend. Walla Walla also looking at a couple of foggy days, but looking pretty decent Overnight lows, though, on the cool side for Walla Walla and in Hermiston. Lots of fog there as well. Temperatures in the 40s, chilly at night. So I don't know. If I lived in Yakima, I think I'd be getting my clubs out and heading for the golf course in the next couple days.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's crazy to be talking about that right now.
Golf in January.
Hey, got to do it while you can, I guess.
That's right.
Working on your swing. Austin might be out there. All right, well, coming up, we'll tell you why mullet enthusiasts of all generations were in Harrisburg showcasing their locks. I love it.
The journey on Rocky Mountaineer has been incredible so far. It feels like you can reach out and touch the mountains, and I've never felt so taken care of. You really just have to be here.
Experience the Canadian Rockies by Luxury Rail. Rocky Mountaineer.
Every Sunday night, he can't sleep. But not this Sunday.
When you really need to sleep, ZzzQuil has no equal. Get the deeply restorative sleep you need. ZzzQuil, not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep.
You know what's all good? Zero heartburn. Whew, that's hot. That's why I take Prilosec OTC. Just one pill a day blocks heartburn before it starts. Prilosec OTC. One pill, zero heartburn. All good.
Trump conservative Amanda McKinney knows how to deliver for Central Washington. As Yakima County Commissioner, McKinney fought government overreach, protected Second Amendment rights, and stood up for Washington's farmers and ranchers. In Congress, Amanda McKinney will fight to advance President Trump's agenda. That means securing the border, improving affordability by lowering everyday costs, and defending rural Washington. Amanda McKinney, America First, Central Washington always. Washington Rising is responsible for the content of this advertising.
When you have a Medicare partner you trust, life gets lighter.
Housespring?
You know it. Put a spring in your step. HealthSpring.
This new year, refresh your space with comfort that fits your life. From living rooms made for relaxing to dining rooms made for gathering and bedrooms designed for better rest. Enjoy our free white glove delivery service and make it yours with 31 months interest-free financing. For our lowest prices of the year, visit a More Furniture near you or shop now at morefurniture.com.
You love the internet. But do you love your internet? Is your bundle a bundle of joy? Do you celebrate your contract's anniversary? No? You should meet Ziply Fiber. High-speed fiber optic internet means more freedom, more reliability, more speed on all your family's devices, all at the same time. Happily ever faster. Ziply Fiber. Call 1-888-GO-ZIPLY or visit ziplyfiber.com/GoZiply. Plans start at $20 a month.
At Smoke City for Less, we understand every smoker is unique. Explore our over 1,500 vape flavors and specialty curated selection of tobacco products. Your perfect flavor and blend awaits at any of Smoke City for Less 6 locations. Save your pennies. Smoke City for Less has the lowest prices. Find the best vape mods, batteries, kratom, and specialty products too. Our knowledgeable staff is always on hand to provide personalized recommendations. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
But
I'm just going to read the story. I'm just going to read the story. No comment. It was business in the front, but a party in the back in Pennsylvania's capital on Monday. People of all ages turned up at the Pennsylvania Farm Show to compete for the best mullet.
The competition was so fierce, but at the end of the day, it was a 10-year-old who hit a grand slam.
Yep, his name was Drew Flyshoot. He looked like the movie character Joe Dirt. He took home the overall prize. Aww. I mean, a fierce competition of mullets, really?
Yeah, well, look, yeah.
Judges say determining factors were length, style, flair, presentation, and dedication.
I love it all. All right, we'll move on just for you.
Thanks.
His love of mullets. Say goodbye to London Grady and McKinley. We are talking about a new list of baby names that have fallen out of favor.
That's right. Baby Center follows how different names are trending. It says that this year's names inspired by places like
Inspired by places are out.
Inspired by places, excuse me, are out. That'd be like Dallas and Malaysia. Boys' names ending in Y aren't in vogue anymore, like Huxley and Corey.
Unique spellings for traditional names are also out. The biggest drop for girls was the name Charlay. For boys, it was Killian. Killian? Is that it? Okay.
It's because they can't see the spelling in the prompter, but both of those names were spelt a little differently.
Weird, yeah.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, I mean, I can't speak. I don't know when Wendy was ever popular, so
right,
I don't know.
Still popular,
but you can
Wendy.
still love it. Yeah. You can still love names even if they're.
I mean, I definitely have a '70s name. You can tell. I mean, it just nobody's naming their baby Stacy.
Not as much. All
I've
right.
never heard of a baby named Stacy. Just kidding. All right.
Final weather when we come back.
The New Year clearance event is on now at Walker's.
Take advantage of special pricing on quality furniture throughout the store. Or say yes to no interest, no minimum purchase, and no money down financing.
Going on now at Walker's.
Just like you, I'm working towards buying my first home.
I'm saving for my children's future.
Like you, I want financial tools that make my life easier.
At Hapo, we're more than employees. We're people just like you, and we understand what really matters.
Just like you,
We're planning for our future.
And I care about making a difference.
We are here to help you navigate life's milestones, big and small, because we're just like you. Join us at Hapo today.
Seeing signs of aging? Before you try drastic measures, try new Olay Regenerist. Now upgraded with triple collagen peptides, Olay targets a root cause of aging, weak cellular bonds, and strengthens them from within. 97% saw visible results. Firmer, lifted, more radiant skin. For dramatic results without drastic measures, there's new Olay Regenerist. Only Olay.
Welcome to Nob Hill Casino in Yakima. Experience the thrill of our Vegas-style casino, featuring the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club and earn exciting rewards. Enjoy games like Blackjack, Pai Gow, and High Card Flush. While you're here, don't forget to unwind with a drink at our cozy bar or enjoy a meal from our restaurant. Come discover Yakima's ultimate entertainment destination, Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
When you have a Medicare partner you trust, life gets lighter.
Health Spring?
You know it.
Put a spring in your step. Health Spring.
Some recipes come with a little extra chaos.
Steal some and try it. Oh, that was a big bite.
Memories are made in the kitchen.
Little pinch.
Find the right appliance to make more of them at Fred's.
Right now, score big savings on all LG appliances. Whether you're looking for a fridge, dishwasher, or oven, we have the appliances for you in stock, ready to go today. Swing into Fred's Appliance. We're local, like you.
The New Year clearance event is on now at Walker's.
Save big on Beautyrest Black and Serta iComfort mattress sets. Or say yes to no money down, no minimum purchase, and no interest financing.
Going on now at Walker's.
Seattle Kraken Hockey, sponsored by Legends Casino Hotel.
And welcome back. We always try to end on a positive note with a reason to smile. Now, this came in from our good friend Peggy in Walla Walla. This was last night's sunset, and I know tonight you could grab a beautiful sunset. Plus, you put in there "Go Hawks." So, thank you, Wendy. QR code, or Peggy, excuse me. QR code on top of your screen. That's how you get your photo on TV. Real quick, the big stories, weather headline-wise. So be safe out there. And again, be ready for a little bit of fog in some areas in the morning.
Yeah, I wish I took that shot.
I know,
that was
she did a
gorgeous,
good
Peggy.
job.
All right, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Hoping your news is good news.
Have a good night.